money using his car. He uses multiple gig apps all at the same time to maximize his earnings. But this can be difficult and dangerous while driving. Sometimes the requests come in so fast, Joe can't pick and choose the best trips to take, which can result in lower pay or lower rated disruptive passengers. That was until Joe found Maximo, the automation app that helps gig workers accept and decline trip requests. Maximo will use the filters set by Joe, like time, distance, and rating, to determine which trips are best suited for Joe. When a trip request comes in, Joe doesn't need to worry. Maximo will compare the trip details to Joe's filters and then determine if it should automatically accept the trip, decline the trip, or allow Joe to decide by showing the per mile and per minute rates. When a trip has been accepted, Maximo will turn off the other apps that aren't on a trip. Once Joe finishes a trip, Maximo will turn everything back on. This will allow Joe to reduce his stress and frustration, drive safe, and focus on the important tasks. Check out Maximo at www.maximoapp.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Thursday Roundtable. Of course, we got all the great hosts with us tonight. We kicked Steve out, told him he could not join.
Insurrection.
He's in timeout.
Yeah, he's in timeout. He got grounded. We told him, look, buddy, you're not making enough money. We need you to go work. So,
yes.
Let me say hi to all my co-hosts. I got Kim, Side Money Plans. I got John Dash, Theory TV. And, of course, Jason, why you call yourself the co-host of the gig?
It was already on
host.
Here. Well, Jesper's too, so it was already pre-planned from our last show, so I forgot to change it.
But one's the host, one's the co-host.
Really?
Yeah, that's normal.
I just try to make it equal. Like, I don't want to be more important, even though I am more important. But I'm just saying.
Oh, Josh. Josh is like, host Gary. He was giving me crap before the show.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody knows I don't like hosting.
You do such a good job at it.
No,
yeah, you're natural.
I hate hosting. Because you got to keep topics. You got to stay on point. I like being.
Yeah, well, you can do it your way.
I like being the goofy guy that I can do whatever the hell I want. I tick Steve off because I don't stay on topic. I interrupt him, and it's
You're
great.
The pop-off guy.
You can come back around to the topics.
You can still be the goofy guy.
All right, let's say hi to the chat. Steve likes us to do that, and eventually he will watch this replay. He can't watch this right now, though. So, Steve, Jason, you can do that finger thing you did before the show, Rachel on the beach. Hello, Thomas, Kim, Bud Soda, Josh, John, Donna. I don't even know how to say this name, but welcome. Digital Nomad, Thomas, Tony.
Driven Dad.
And that's all of them. So we're on time.
That surprised everybody.
I know.
Caught them off guard.
They was waiting for that. Normally when Steve's here, we have to wait for the alarm to go off from Kim. She sets an alarm to keep Steve on time.
I love that.
And that's what she was screaming at me backstage because I was going to start. She goes, no, my alarm's not gone off yet. She goes, we're going to have the alarm in 1 minute. I'm like, oh, well.
It's like the 2-minute warning.
Hear the alarm.
She was like, nope, can't start. You got to wait for the alarm. She likes to be
behind
late.
the curtain.
So I guess we can dive right in.
Oh, man, already?
Yeah, that's how we do it when Steve's not
the
here.
show's going to be done by 9:20.
Yeah, we run through it.
Time for dinner.
Run through it. Have you guys ever had a cop delivered to you?
I have not had a cop. I've heard of this phenomenon happening, though.
No.
Yeah. So there was a lady. She was involved in a crash during an ice storm in Sterling Heights. And apparently the crash was so bad that her car was out of commission. And her first thought was to ask the police to finish her delivery.
That's a
That's
dedicated
interesting.
driver.
Did they actually drive her to the delivery spot so she could take a picture, or did they actually take it and deliver the food?
No, I guess him and his partner got all the, I think it was groceries is what it was said it was. They got all the groceries and delivered it, but I was reading this story, and the more I read it, I'm like, why are you even out on the road? Because it was, it was an ice storm.
Hey,
she was
funny.
I know, ice storm though, but the lady was pregnant and had a kid in the car with her.
Oh,
a lot of work during an ice storm.
Yeah, I get it. Get your hustle on.
I
get
lost
that.
me there.
Yeah, but I mean, safety. You have to be safe. Like,
I agree, especially with all that going on. Yeah.
Did you say it was in Sterling Heights? I think that's in Michigan.
Yeah, it was.
Is it Sterling Heights, Michigan? Yeah, you didn't say the state, but I was like, I bet that's in Michigan. That dumbass.
Yeah.
Of course, not representing our state very well, but we did have a terrible ice storm.
Hey, she saw it through.
This was February 28th. So when was your ice storm? A couple days ago.
It must have been the second one because I just got back from Mexico last Monday, and we left the previous Wednesday, and we got our first ice storm that shut school down for a couple days, and then there was one more a little bit later on. But yeah, we've had ice the last week. So,
have you been delivering?
No.
If you get in a wreck, you can just have the cop finish it for you.
Dude, it's not worth it to me. I mean, all seriousness with these storms and stuff like that, it's just not worth getting a wreck for how much you can make. Because that's the advantage of having a gig job is you can be like, you know what? I'm putting this day aside, and I'm just going to work more the next day or on the weekend. And, it's not like it was back in the days. We used to make bank at Rideshare when the storms were really bad, and no one tips anymore. It's like they just expect us to be out there in the storm. So I'm like, it's just not monetarily worth it. Yeah, I mean, just not.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like, I watch my weather, so I know what's coming up. So if I know there's ice or snow coming, I plan to take those days off because I don't know what the roads are going to do.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm worried about my driving. I'm worried about all the other idiots out on the road.
For sure.
Dangerous people.
Yeah. And so if I think there's going to be, a bad day I can't work, I try to make up that day before then.
Right.
Yeah. But I've never had a cop delivered to me. And so I was like, why are cops delivered? This isn't the first story I've heard of this either. I've seen a few.
But this is, I think, the first one there's actually some positiveness to it, because usually it's like somebody got arrested, somebody had warrants, and then they're going to get the food delivered. No, this is a cop doing a good deed because.
Well, I don't think it's positive. I mean, she got in a car wreck, her car stolen. Everybody's safe.
Delivery insurance.
Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody's okay, but
I mean, nobody's going to jail at the end of the day.
Right.
That's the positive side of this one. Nobody's going to jail.
I just at this minute, any bad weather, I'm staying. I just don't do it. I used to travel all the time for work because I had to be at my store. I had to open the building. It was just you. So I would travel miles, and one time I had to travel 70 miles in the snow, and I didn't know how I was going to get home. I said, you know what? From now on, now that I'm doing what I'm doing, no more bad weather, and I love every minute of it. Staying home.
What's funny? This is my wife, for those that don't know, but she does Spark, full-time Spark driver. And she'll call me and she'll be like, yeah, looks like it might rain. And I'll look on the cameras and I'll pull up the weather. I'm like, you have a 3% chance of rain. You're going to work.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that she likes to work in the rain because she makes more money.
No, she doesn't like working weather. I don't like to work in the weather either.
But Florida storms, though, are no joke. I don't blame her for staying home during some of those Florida storms.
Oh, yeah, I don't either, but it's just funny how she does it, because she'll be like, yeah, I think it's going to rain today. It looks like rain. I'm pulling up the weather. I'm thinking 3% chance, babe. She goes, damn.
Yeah. What is the percentage she needs for you to be like, okay, yeah, I get you?
50.
50, okay.
Not even a third. No. Yeah, you gotta give a full majority.
No, 50, but it has to be 50, and then it also has to be what kind of rain is it going to be? Is it a light drizzle? Is it going to be a downpour?
See, that's what it should be a sliding scale. Like if it's a light drizzle, 50-50. If it's a downpour, they only needs to be like 40 to 30%.
Yeah. Well, in Florida though, when we do get hard rain, it is hard rain.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
you guys are no joke with that rain, so I don't blame her with not going out in rain, especially down in Florida.
I've always told her that too. If the weather's bad, we don't work. We make up for it before or after, and then we move on from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
That's
Donna.
the thing too. Like with Spark compared to like say the food delivery, when it rains, there's no peak or no additional pay. So I mean, it's even less worth it.
Yep. Agreed.
Wait, I'm looking at this comment. He says winter tires are not mandatory. I don't think there's anything as a winter tire.
Yeah,
there
there is.
used to be snow chains. I don't know. Do they even make them anymore?
In Michigan, they'll swap them out. You go to Discount Tire, you put your winter tires on, they store your summer tires for you, and then they swap it out again. I've never purchased them. I've just done it all.
So you can do like 85 on a winter tire, and you're okay?
No. See, the problem with those is our winters have been so weird that it has to be below 40, or those tires get chewed up by the road really bad. So it has to be roughly below 40, and then it's better to have snow on the ground. So
those tires mess up the roads too.
Yeah,
the tires do.
I don't think they mess up
them. Yeah.
Really?
Well, it depends. If they have now the new school studs, that probably not.
Oh no, I'm not talking about studs.
About just all weather tires. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're specific for winter. So yeah, they store them and everything for free.
Yeah. See, I grew up in Alaska, and they had those tires are a little bit different. So I'm used to studs in the tire where they used to give a fine out if you didn't switch your tires out in time.
You drive on ice up there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking of ice. Yeah.
I had no idea you lived in Alaska.
Me either.
That's where I'm originally from. Yeah, it's
Really?
I've been out here since 2003, pretty much in Arizona. But like I moved out into Arizona when I was like 18, 19. Yeah, so
that puts a whole new meaning to
I know,
F this weather. He's like, F this weather. I'm moving. He went to a hot ass state.
I'm like, that is a huge difference from Alaska to Arizona.
Yeah, I like Arizona. That was pretty much the whole goal. Go to a place with no winter. Don't worry about no tires.
I didn't know that about John either.
I had no idea.
I think the worst part of Alaska wasn't like the 24 hours of sun, or then the flip, right? Doesn't it do that for a while?
It's like kind of more like 24 hours of sun, and then like in Anchorage, which is like the major city, it's more so just like a short day. Like the sun rises in like middle of winter at like say 10, 11 a.m. and sets by like 3 or 4 p.m.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, blink and you'll miss it.
Doesn't Alaska have like a time period where it doesn't get dark?
That's pretty much the summer from like, I would say solid late May to say early August. It's kind of just like
so it's a
sunrise
long
to
period of
sunset.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Talk about having to get like room darkeners.
I see.
Blackout
I
curtains.
you get used to it, but yeah. Now when I go home nowadays, it's gotta have blackout curtains.
Wow. How do you sleep?
Kim is fascinated. She wants to do a whole episode about you living in Alaska.
I encourage people to visit, but visit in the summer.
She's gonna be like, what'd you do up there? Did you hunt? Did you see any moose? Did you ice fish? Have you seen Ice Road Truckers?
I've actually watched some of these shows. Some of them I can tell you which ones are the real ones and which ones are like, no, it's not realistic.
What, the Ice Road Truckers?
Ice Road Truckers is realistic. Like Deadliest Catch, that was one of my favorite ones. I used to watch that one. I never did that stuff. I was like, man, people who come do that, kind of crazy.
Well, see, I thought Ice Road Truckers was fake at first, but then like the more I looked into it, like since I have a CDL, I could actually get a job up there driving across the ice. I was like, hell no.
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 I mean, you could do the same thing in warmer weather, yeah. If you go up there and do that, you definitely should vlog it for sure. Then you got to definitely shoot some videos.
Thank you always. Steve will appreciate that.
Sure.
Even though, he couldn't appreciate you and be here, but we got it covered for him.
Right.
We got Steve.
Who else is supposed to go on this thing? Jason.
Yes.
What do you got?
So this is an interesting article. As we talked about, actually, I don't know if we talked about it on the show because we had our show last night. I think we talked about it on Patreon, but like DoorDash's like quarterly report came out or something, and they just made a shit ton more money than they expected to. And which doesn't surprise me. And there's been a lot of articles about DoorDash, and people are just using it more. You would think with inflation going up and the interest rates, everyone would be buckling down, but that's not happening. And this article came late. I don't remember where I got it, but basically what it says is there's going to be a new DoorDash credit card.
What?
So yeah. So now that I mean, you can probably always use a credit card, but now it's specific to DoorDash. So I think it's just going to increase their revenue down the road.
Oh yeah.
So I guess to celebrate, they're offering new applicants $100 cash bonus after spending $500 on purchases. I'm like, okay. You also receive free year of Dash Pass, a $96 value. And then, just the regular, 4% back on DoorDash and caviar orders through the platform, 3%, 2%, whatever. But I was just like so excited about this. Not that I want people to go into debt, but I'm like, it's going to create more business for DoorDashers. I mean, it's gotta, like, they're like, oh, I get this extra perk. And then we all know, we've all used a credit card and been like, you spend a little bit more when you use a credit card. You just do. In your head, you're going to have to pay for it at the end of the month, but you're just like, it's fine. It's fine.
You get the points. You get the perks. That's the whole be all justified by, this is going to get me. Now, did they say that they get a percentage back on DoorDash purchases on there?
Yeah, they get 4%.
So that's going to be the thing. Well, it's like getting a 4% discount on every order.
Right.
And the Dash Pass is free.
For the first year.
I was going to say, I could be wrong, but didn't they announce this like months ago and then something happened and now it's like coming back?
I don't know. I didn't see it. This article was March 1st yesterday, but they may have. I don't even know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, I want to back up to something you said at the very start of that.
Gotcha.
You said they're making a profit.
No, they're growing. I mean,
they're making more money than they used to.
I was like, if I'm in my StreamYard, I could play the video because it's still in there from last night. But I've literally tried to highlight comments because I'm so used to running my own show, and I'm like, wait, I can't do it.
You don't have that power.
You have no power here, Jason.
No power. Come on, make me a team player. No, I'm sure they're not making a profit. We didn't dive real deep into it, but the numbers were like, they projected $5 billion and they made 6.5. That's gross. That's
okay.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't get into the finances too much, but my point is they were projecting this and they crushed it. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, that's like, oh, awesome. And they're like, hey, here's a credit card, start ordering all that shit and let's go,
Who's the credit card backed by? You said Chase, right? So is it like the Sapphire?
They've had a deal with Chase for a while.
Well, that's something. You know how Chase has the different credit cards, so each one you get something different off of.
I find it interesting because I get Dash Pass through my Disney Visa with Chase, so it's interesting that they have another partnership going with DoorDash.
Yeah, I had a Chase credit card where they offered a free Dash Pass too, and so that relationship. It seems like it was some time in the making.
Sorry, I didn't read the full article because it says our other Chase DoorDash benefits going away. So apparently they must have had something. The Chase Sapphire Preferred Card and Chase Sapphire Reward, a complimentary Dash Pass membership through blah, blah, blah. So they may have had something beforehand, but I think this is specific. Like it probably says DoorDash. Yeah, it literally says DoorDash.
It's probably a test. It was probably seeing, how many people could we encourage to get free Dash Pass with Chase credit cards. They figured out how many millions it was and said, okay, let's make our own thing and get a bigger chunk of the pie.
I guess before I'm quick reading here. I guess before Chase Sapphire used to give you $5 monthly in DoorDash credits if you used the card for certain stuff.
Fucking $5.
Yeah, and you used to be able to get the Dash Pass membership through December 31st, 2024. I'm guessing they're getting rid of all those for the Sapphire and going to make them switch over to this card if they want to continue those benefits.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, DoorDash is trying to give Dash Pass away. I mean, that Roku deal hit a lot of people too, as I mentioned a couple weeks back. So,
well, I mean, their Dash Pass though. I don't know if any of you guys have ever used it.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't give like it used to give you free delivery and lower fees. Well, now it's only free delivery from select merchants.
Well, Well, I thought it was always select merchants.
I don't know.
No, it just used to be over $12, and then you got free.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now it's only select merchants that do it. And I'm guessing what it was is the merchants were complaining, like, hey, where's our cut of our delivery fee? Kind of like a driver would. You know, like, hey, where's my delivery fee?
For sure.
Now,
I just think it's good for our business, honestly, if people are going to spend more money. So
I was looking at more people with Dash Pass. It means there are more orders out there. And the percentage of them are going to be good tippers. I mean, this is going to be the gamut, but
well, and that's what I'm thinking too. Like I said, you use a credit card, you end up spending more anyways, and they're like, let's tip them extra. It's on the card. It's like whatever. It's like your debit card. You run that shit, it comes out right away. Like there.
Now, are any of you guys planning on getting this credit card?
No.
No.
That's a hard no.
But Jason, you just said it's good.
It's good for my business. The only card I use is the Amazon one, so I can get the 5% back because I order literally everything on Amazon. So
yeah, and I got that card too. I
do. That makes sense to have. Yeah,
it doesn't work for anything else. It's only for Amazon. It's just specific. Like I can't use it anywhere else.
Oh, you don't have the.
I have the Amazon Visa.
Say I got the Amazon American Express. And I get 5% cash back on all my purchases through Amazon and 1% back for everything else.
Yeah, to me, it wasn't worth the risk of like adding more debt. You know what I mean?
Like he's like, man knows himself. He's like, I don't need that.
No, I don't need that 1%. No, thank you. I can get it with this card. No, thank you.
But if you just paid off every month and no interest.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do now. But just Amazon.
Hey, do you guys follow that really rich guy? What's his name? Says never get a loan. Blah blah blah. I can't think of his name.
Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey. There you go.
Oh, it was him.
I'm like, that's impressive right there.
That is impressive. Well, I mean,
shot in the dark.
Yeah. But he always says you should never use your bank card. Did you know that? He says using your bank card is using your own money. So if something fraudulent happens, you lose your money compared to if you use a credit card and pay it off every month, you still paid zero interest.
He will never advise you to use a credit card. I guarantee that is false.
Yeah, he did.
I will bet you $1,000 right now on this live podcast. He is.
I think it was him.
I've known that guy for years.
He's very much on credit cards.
Yeah, there's no way. So his big thing was back in the day, he wanted you to run your debit card as credit.
I kind of heard of that, yeah.
Because then you're using the MasterCard or Visa backing, but that's an old...
That might have been it then.
Yeah, that doesn't apply anymore. It's all covered. But no, he would never recommend use a credit
I just seen a clip of him talking about it on TikTok.
That's the problem, Gary. Yeah. You're watching a clip.
You got deep faked.
You got deep faked. Dang it. You got Rick rolled like this whole thing. And no, just to say, I would risk $1,000 that he never said get a credit card.
I don't follow the guy because I mean it's pretty clear to me how to do finances, but I just seen it the other day. I was sitting on scrolling and I was like, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I used to do his plan for a while way back in the day, but it's to pay off debt, the idea of the snowballing the debt, you pay the smallest one first. I mean, that's simple and it does work, but like he doesn't want you to get a car loan. He wants you to buy a car with cash and then save up and then buy another better car with cash and save. I'm like, F that. Like, nah, I mean, it's have to deal with car loans and home loans. In my opinion, I think it's really hard to pay for cash.
The average person does have to finance a car and a home. That's just it is now.
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think eventually though,
how fast you pay it off though is a whole different story. You can finance it and pay it off extra payments, and that's also another thing that's I recommend.
But I mean, you could get to that point to where you could buy a car for cash though too, if you pay off your car early and then you start saving.
Exactly.
You could definitely buy a car for cash, but a house, I mean, you're talking about $200,000-$300,000.
Well, that's the thing. Like everyone should do that. I paid my pilot off 2 years ago. Did I take that payment and apply it to a savings account? No, I didn't. You know what I mean? But for the last 2 years, if I would have had that payment in a savings account, that'd be a great down payment on my car that I need to buy this fall.
Right. So what you're saying is this fall you're gonna start back at zero.
Oh yeah, no money down, finance for 72 months. If I can do 84, I'll do it. Like, let's go.
That's our financial portion with Jason.
We started out with like deepfake Dave Ramsey advice, and we ended up even better on the higher note somehow.
Oh, that's great.
That's funny. Okay. Let me see. Moving on. John.
Yeah, so I had a fun one. So it's interesting. The article was about layoffs and recession fears spur some companies to hire more gig workers, but the way that they're talking about gig workers isn't what we kind of think about normally, like DoorDash and drivers. It's more so people who have, we'll use example like coding skills to get laid off from a job like that. And the company comes back and basically offers them contract work. And so with that contract work, maybe be 6 months or 12 months, a lot of times those people are able to kind of just get their job, make a little bit more of their own hours. Oftentimes they're paid higher because they're not being paid like company benefits and whatnot by the company. So they can oftentimes negotiate their own wages. And a lot of times they like that better because it's not always a year contract. Sometimes it's just a 3 month or 1 month, whatever it may be. So a lot of workers are getting into that and being able to kind of make themselves free agents. But a big piece of that was that since people were exposed to that sector of the economy has been growing, and people don't want to go back to full-time W-2 work. There was a number in there, I think it was said about 2/3 said that they've become disillusioned with, W-2 jobs. And I think even on the other side of the coin, like over 50% of some business leaders said that they'd even look for some full-time employees to go to that contract work. So I say all that to say that a lot of the things that we're seeing, I think the benefits of being gig workers, being independent, of making your own hours, more and more of the W-2 world is getting exposed to that. And it's kind of changing, A, how businesses are done, but B, the company owners are seeing the benefit from that as well. Once again, because they've got to pay people benefits and they're actually cheaper to keep on their payroll a lot of time with contract workers. So that sector of the economy seems to be growing, in this, especially as the economy keeps the layoffs and other things like that are happening.
No comment from me. Like,
nice little rundown.
Let's talk about finance again.
Hey, Tony found you a great deal, actually. 84 months, 1998, 200K.
Oh, geez.
Was that the one, that article that you guys seen? The person had the 1998 Ford Escort. There was a meme. The person says, "I can work with anybody's financing," and it was a 1998 Ford Escort, 72 months, 84 months, payments over 200 a month, and people are like, that is not a good deal.
So, okay. So, John, you were saying that companies are going to switch more over to a 1099 model, you think?
Some sector of it. I think for some jobs now, like if you have like a skill, like I said, programming, coding.
Well, programming, coding's always had 1099 sections to it. It's cheaper to 1099 out, certain parts of code, depending on what it is, like algorithms. It's cheaper to 1099 that stuff out than it is to hire somebody full time for 150 or 200,000.
Companies are definitely saving money by doing it.
Yeah. You can definitely, 1099 somebody out and like, hey, we'll keep you when we need you, and maybe once or twice a month they'll throw them, hey, here's $5,000, I need this from you, or here's $10,000, I need this from you, and that's still cheaper than if they actually hired them full time with benefits and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of companies do it just due to the fact that people want that flexible work, and they're like me, my spouse carries the benefits, so I don't need health benefits. You know what I mean? So if I wanted to, work, if I, even remote working, like I want to work 3 days a week, companies are going to be like, okay, especially with the way the labor is right now. They got to take what they can get. And, no one wants to work in the office anymore. Everybody wants flexibility. So I think you're going to see it a lot more. It's just how it works. I don't think it's going to be, this is the weirdest, like not true independent contractor, because you're not going to be able to probably ask for your own rate. They're going to be like, this is what you will pay you as a 1099, kind of like what Uber does. You know what I mean? So then it's like this, Is it truly a 1099 or what?
Yeah, I think the question is to be what other jobs will kind of that apply to,
Yeah.
I think that'll be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to see if there's more negotiation as this expands because people get more experience. I feel a lot of positions, especially if it's going to newer positions, people may not have that experience negotiating, or maybe to go to some industries where people do have more experience negotiating. So
yeah, for sure.
Now I don't see this article. Was it an article that you read for this?
Oh no, I guess Steve just sent it everywhere. He sent this to me on a text. I guess it was. Thought it was not. It was not in the group. Well, let me share this in the group. And then we can
well, I was just wondering if it had maybe a list of some jobs that it's thinking it's going to switch over by chance.
Let me see here.
But I'm like Jason. My husband has our health care for our family, and I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about that piece, and it's a kind of a good peace of mind. So that way, if you have that support system, like 1099 can work for like a lot of families and can make you some good money, but your extra cash on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a W-2 or somebody in your family is doing a W-2, you might as well grab their health insurance because it's going to save you money.
Yeah,
oh, definitely.
Compared to trying to get it yourself or something like that. And like Tom was saying, it's all about saving money for the companies. We know that none of these companies are profitable. They've never been profitable. And in fact, they keep losing more money every year. I don't care what Jason says about his 5.1 to 6.1. That's all on paper.
It says in a couple of the fields, it says science, tech, engineering, and finance.
Science, engineering, and finance?
And tech.
Oh, and tech. Yeah, tech's already there.
Tech is already included, yeah. So more the finance and maybe some engineering.
I'm trying to think how they're going to 1099 engineering, though.
Or piecemeal work. I'm doing
that. Like you're working on this job. You know what I mean? You're like doing this project and then you're done.
Yeah.
Oh, like the full project, kind of like I mean, they do that with roads now already, though. They 1099 some company on a road, basically, kind of like that.
But a lot of times, it's kind of interesting because as they're doing this, a lot of times the people that want these jobs, there's a good sector of them that want a full time, they want the benefits. It's cool. I think for some people for say 3 to 6 months, but after a while they want a little bit more stability. So definitely goes both ways. There's still that.
Well, I think that's an opportunity to try out the company a little bit, and they're like, oh, this company's terrible. I'm never working for them again, or they're amazing. I'm like, I want a full-time gig.
Trial run. Jason would think of it like that.
Hell yeah, I would.
I think for any type of remote workers, this is pretty good deal. I mean, because then you can work for multiple companies at the same time.
Well, now you're being greedy.
Well, I mean,
if you
want to stay in Dubai and work, you got to make money, man.
It's true. Totally true.
Or you can just get the DoorDash credit card, I guess.
Yeah, you're living large.
DoorDash in Dubai sounds like something.
Do they have DoorDash in Dubai? I don't think. No, I don't think they do. They got some type of food delivery, I'm sure.
You definitely don't get everything yourself in Dubai. Not that much.
Dubai. I want to visit Dubai.
Do you?
Yes. It's the rich capital of the world, man. You get a visit.
You won't make it there. They won't accept you.
Probably not.
Probably need a lot of credit cards, but hey, we'll make it happen.
Hey, if you got the DoorDash one, you are accepted.
I wonder what the maximum limit on the DoorDash credit card.
Jason lands in Dubai, be like, DoorDash credit card. I'm good, people. So it's like American Express.
Yeah,
I get my cash back.
Give me my 5%. Oh, it's 4%. Oops, sorry.
4%. 1% outside. Get all 5% together.
Now, I've always wanted to go to Dubai, though. Now the cost of being in Dubai isn't that expensive. I've looked it up.
Oh, really?
It's the flights to get there and get back.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the hotels are like hotels here. Like 5-star hotels over there, $150 a night.
What?
Yeah.
Well, but the amenities are a lot better. I know that much.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But I mean, I'm sure some stuff costs more. Like if he's gonna maybe rent or stay a while
Go
or
to a Dubai Airbnb. What are those running?
I don't know. Airbnb is worldwide, Kim.
I'm kind of curious. Dubai Airbnb. You went to Dubai yet?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Say, Gary, look that up.
Yeah, why not? United. Let me see. We're gonna do. Well, it's United
Arab Emirates.
Emirates.
Yeah, Emirates. Yeah.
Well, I can't take Spirit over there. Bullshit.
That'll be a long Spirit flight.
I don't need any luggage.
Kim, I can get you for 80. Just a quick search, $83 a night Airbnb.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the place look like?
So now the flight.
Is it a box?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna share it with you. We'll check it out.
Okay.
See what we got here.
So yeah, that's a Dubai Airbnb for sure. I got Prada in the background and Chanel.
Yeah. I mean, for $81 a night, this is look at that view.
Dubai, yeah.
Look at that view.
Wow.
But how many people are going to be sharing that with?
What do you mean sharing?
Is it like a whole full year place? Yeah, it's not like an Airbnb where it's like, yeah, you get a room and then you get this room and this. We all have this all covered.
I didn't look that far, but I mean, whatever. $81 a night. You can't
even so, as long as I got my own bedroom, I'm fine with that.
Donna, I think Dubai is in your future.
Yeah.
Hey, I found a round trip.
Yeah. Look at this
for $1,200.
Bull crap.
I just
$1,200. What is it? A 5-day flight?
There you go.
Oh, let's see what Jason got us here.
17 hours and 14 minutes.
Well, that's from Grand Rapids.
Well, I mean, it's probably going to be the same from any part of the state.
But what about the taxes?
They're going to sell you is why they want you, Jason.
I don't know. I mean, 1,200 does not.
I'm surprised
that's not bad. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad at all. So
wait, what did that say that flight time was?
Look at 17 hours and 14 minutes with one stop.
Not bad.
Yep.
Big gig conference in Dubai 2024.
How come I can't find Dubai?
Let's go.
What airport did you put in there?
Grand Rapids.
No, for Dubai.
Oh, I just put Dubai. I didn't put an airport in. I literally Googled flight to Dubai and it brought up Grand Rapids and then to Dubai. So
I'm just looking up Dubai travel packages at this point.
All right, babe. Yeah, look, I didn't even get a chance to say it.
Oh like man, she's packing now.
Like we don't need to go see Kim. We're going to Dubai.
You don't need to go to New Jersey. You're going to go to Dubai.
It's going to be a stop.
Thomas, Jason gets his 5% DoorDash on flights.
4%.
Oh, Thomas, it's 4. I keep forgetting that. Damn it. Why didn't they do the 5 like Amazon? Now I'm all confused.
Now you're going to be confused, be running it up and complaining because you didn't get 5%.
This does not look right. Yeah. Where's my 1%? I'm missing 1% here. Like, oh, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's actually not bad flights. We're going to Dubai soon. That's it.
I mean, that's just a quick search, but I mean, they all seem roughly. And you don't have to do the Emirates. I mean, this one's operated by GoJet. This one's operated by Republic Airways, United, Air Canada. Like, you don't need that Emirates. Yeah, the Emirates is probably like, because isn't that like the top of the line aircraft for that thing?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, that's probably $5,000 round trip.
Yeah, I know. We looked it up. We looked up Dubai and Maldives.
Oh, I'll do the Maldives. Do the Maldives.
Yeah, I believe Maldives was like crazy.
I don't even know what that is.
Maldives. Google flights to Maldives.
Is it beautiful?
Oh my God.
Maldive Islands.
I mean, how do you spell that?
That's where they have the huts that you go out and overlook the water, right, Gary?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Like Maldives. Oh yeah, yes. There we go.
Yeah. Kim, I can get you 105 a night in Maldives.
Oh, okay.
Jason, how much can you get her flight for?
Hold on, let me see. Flights.
Don't worry, everybody. Soon, me and Jason, we're gonna have a
travel
business, travel agency coming soon near you.
Oh, no, it's a little pricier. It's a little
There
pricier.
you go.
The cheapest one was $1,700
Oh.
out of Detroit.
That's still
I'm
not.
in New
That's
Jersey.
still not bad though.
Breaking news. It's 27 hours to get there.
Oh, that's all.
Oh, that's a
That's-
long time.
Okay, we've all been on a plane. I'm assuming
Yeah,
27 hours in that seat.
dude. I did
I-
3.5 to Mexico and I wanted to scream. It was rough. Yeah. That's why you get those nicer ones, like where you have like a little cubby, you know what I mean? But my guess is the 1,700 is not a nice little cubby. It's a straight up gangster seat.
You're in the middle of two people and you're like this the whole time.
Yeah, for 27 hours. I mean, there's 2 stops, but geez Louise.
No reclined seats for you.
Well, I'm gonna need like a 5-hour layover in each stop.
Hey, yo. The Emirates plane is $8,700.
Ooh,
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that is
No.
just,
what can you do? With
But you get to go to sleep in
$8,700?
there.
Oh yeah. I mean, they get more expensive. I
That's
have
just
one
the
for
base.
12K.
see, look, Thomas has a plan. He's just gonna put on his wife's credit card.
I'm sure she'll
All the
appreciate
points.
it.
That's incredible. That
Will he make it back from Dubai? Will be the question.
Well,
I mean, is it bad over there? Like, I don't even know.
No,
I mean,
he puts on his wife's credit card.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he'll make it back. I mean,
He'll be single.
He's gonna be booking round trip
I
now.
don't
Whether
know I don't know whether he'll be married any longer, but unless he brings her with her.
see, Josh got a plan too. Thomas,
Oh, Thomas's wife's credit card.
that's how we're gonna do that. So yeah, anybody need a flight, hotel? Hit me and Jason up. We got you covered.
Accommodations.
I mean, you're the coder. Let's make the website. Let's get her done.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know
like all the work. That is all the work. What are you gonna
no,
do?
no. I'll book all the
No,
flights.
he'll be able to advertise it. He'll do all
Bro,
the front
you're
end.
He'll be the face of the company.
Exactly.
Oh, Jason, just think about this. You're 27 hours and you got a baby next to you.
I'm just gonna take something that just knocks me out for like 12 hours. What is the Ambien? Isn't that the
Ambien.
sleep pill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My luck I'll have, isn't it? You can get crazy dreams from those, or you sleepwalk or something. There's some crazy side effects that I've never taken it, but
Oh, there's always like a list of.
yeah. Didn't like Roseanne Barr get racist and she said she was on Ambien or something like that? Like I don't know, like 5-7 years ago, she said something on Twitter. I was on Ambien.
I mean, it sounds like a thing. I mean, it sounds.
Okay.
The ambient, not me. And the
That
ambient,
is-
yeah.
our drugs do not have that side effect.
Yeah.
Yes, that's legit.
Sounds like a PR stunt right there.
Yeah. She's a terrible person.
So yeah, we all need to email Pedro and tell him we need to switch the gig conference to where we want to go first, Maldives or Dubai.
Get me
I
to a
think-
tropical island. I'm going with Maldives.
I think, yeah, the first year, Dubai, second year, Maldives, third year, the Galapagos.
That's not happening, young.
Well, you got to crush our dreams, Jason.
Because
We don't need a real.
let's just try to let's have the
It'll be the
next
smallest
conference in
conference ever.
Florida. Like, let's at least get it
I agree with that.
warm.
I think he said Nashville. At least that's closer to Florida.
Nashville.
Not gonna be warm.
I don't know.
Nashville's a pretty close.
Oh
trip.
no, it's gonna be in like the summer, like June. It's gonna be hot.
If it's in the summer, then we definitely can do Nashville. I don't want to go to Florida in the summer.
No, that's you die.
What would be gross.
Like, why? Who invited me here?
All right, but back to our news before Steve gets on to us, I guess.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
I know.
Change the show.
Yeah, we changed it. I tell him all the time, hey, if you don't make me screw it up, you should show up. Simple as that. You have I ever stayed on topic ever? I don't think so.
I mean,
But
yeah.
you brought it back to the topic.
Yeah, I
mean,
try to.
I'm really militant on my show. Like when we get off sidetrack, I'm like, okay, wrap this shit up. Like we got to refocus because I try to keep my stuff at an hour, and I'm like, we got to give these people value. We can't just go off in this tangent. I don't. What did we talk about last night? We started talking about politics or something. I was like, nope. Bring it back. Let's go to the next story.
Jason's trying to kick Jesper under the table.
Oh yeah, turn the camera off and like.
Kim, which one did you want to start with? You got two, apparently.
I know, apparently. So DoorDash driver terrifies customer after they refuse to pre-tip on an order. So another TikToker. I feel like this is like the conversation we always go to. So another TikToker put a video of her iRing camera on a TikTok saying that a DoorDasher dropped her stuff at her door, and then you can see him ending the order, and then he starts cursing and then like pounds on her door because she didn't tip, and then he proceeds to call her 3 times and basically says this is effing ridiculous, and she was scared, and the pounding and so on and so forth. So
yeah, a little extra.
So it was a little extra. I went on to actually the person's TikTok. I actually like doing this because I like to read the comments of everybody. It's actually kind of
you have
very. I'm like, it's very entertaining. I have to tell you, but there was 11.9 thousand comments. So this striked up a pretty big debate. But it was the age-old debate of the tipping debate: the customer versus the DoorDasher. You know, people were saying that DoorDashers are entitled; they shouldn't expect tip. The DoorDash people were saying that the driver shouldn't have taken the order. So it's the age-old debate: customer versus DoorDasher. So that was my first story.
So you said that is it equivalent to the last one we seen where the lady rang the doorbell and was thrown a fit?
I don't know whether you have the article. You can actually pull up the video if you want to pull it up. It's literally a guy. You can see him drop it at the man store. I don't know what it is. And then walks away. You can see him ending the order. And then he goes, oh, effing ridiculous. And then he proceeds to go to her or his door and pounds on the door. And then steps back, and like you can see him on the phone. It looks like trying to call the customer. And then this is the part I forgot. He leaves a message for the customer saying, were you planning on giving me a cash tip since you didn't tip in the app?
So he took a non-tipping order.
It must be a new driver.
And then complained.
Well, I call a little bullshit, because if he ended it and found that out he didn't get a tip, how was he able to call her?
Good question.
I don't know. The whole thing was very outlandish, but I found it more entertaining, honestly, looking at the comments of people and really seeing people going back and forth. And if you go through some of the comments, I'm like, whoa, people, it's not that serious.
I think the old school DoorDash, when you texted it took it out to your SMS messaging. And so that if you had ended the order and called quick enough, you could get the customer. But now everything's in app. So if he ended the order, I don't know how we would call. I'm always trying
to. It's not always in app. Sometimes, because I know the other day I did an order that, like if you take a picture, sometimes and you send it to them, it sends it out of the app.
Oh yeah, it sends them. It does send them a text of the picture. Okay, yeah, maybe then. Yeah, huh.
Oh, well, like I actually ordered DoorDash the other day because somebody sent me a screenshot that they got a tip afterwards, and I was like, and it was a large order already, so they already had like a $50 order, and then the customer added on like another $7 or something like that, and I was like, that seems odd to me.
Yeah, I think
it's happened to me before though. Like,
but,
I don't know.
But you can't do it in the app itself.
I don't know how. So I have this customer, and she's a Wendy's customer, and I not always get her, but every once in a while I get her. And I get to Wendy's, and she always messages me, hey, Kim, hopefully you remember me. Can you get me extra sweet and sour sauce for the nuggets. And my reply is like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. And she always says, I'll tip you extra after delivery. And I go to at first I'm like, yeah, right, okay, whatever, I'm just getting sauce. And then every single time she actually puts in a tip after my delivery for the sweet and sour sauce. And every time I'm like, how does she do that?
I know.
I tried to do that.
Maybe you should ask her, Kim.
Yeah, because I
it's
had
always
somebody...
a leave at door. So I've never talked to her face to face, but I'm always really curious on how she does it.
Well, next time text her before you end it.
Yeah, but like, hey, can you call me? I got a question.
I had you guys are gonna laugh. I don't care. I'm always honest. I DoorDash ice cream to my house, and I live 1.5 miles from the store, by the way. And she did a really good job because they didn't have what I wanted, and she subbed very well and communicated. And I was like, I'm gonna give her more money, and I thought that was a new feature from DoorDash because I've seen the screenshots of it, and I went in there, I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't find a way to do it.
Well, like, it was weird because like I don't order DoorDash. Everybody knows I like Grubhub. And so, but I ordered DoorDash because of that screenshot that somebody sent me. And I was like, okay, let me order it and see. And I did tip beforehand too. And so I was like, okay, so I tipped and like, then it was over and it was like, you can communicate with your dasher for, I don't know, however long after delivery, you know? And I was like, okay, but then I couldn't find out how to rate them. I couldn't find how to increase the tip or anything. And I had to close the app all the way out and open it back up. And then it pops up and says, rate your delivery.
But it still didn't give you an opportunity.
But still did not get, still could not tip more.
It was like
but then,
or nothing like that.
But then I clicked on chat or help and chat and like typed in, how do I update my tip? And I had somebody on support in like 30 seconds. So that's the only thing I can think of that they do.
So there was a recent update for iOS on or for DoorDash that hasn't come to Android yet. So I don't know if that no, because I ordered on my iPhone. I don't know. I'm just trying to throw shit at the wall.
Right now, everybody ordered DoorDash this week, trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, do it right now.
Yeah.
Chat, order DoorDash, make somebody's evening, give somebody a good day.
Everybody's going to order. Hey, we're just trying to
address.
We're trying to increase business for dashers
for research.
Yeah,
for research purposes, of course.
Hey, you know what? If you guys are not taking anything that you order from DoorDash and writing it off of your taxes, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
It's research for me.
Like
really?
when you take order, when you like get your own order, or mean stealing somebody's order?
No, I mean whenever I order for myself, I'm researching.
Oh, I see. Got you.
Trying to see how the app works.
Yeah.
So we're doing content research. Yeah.
I'm sure my accountant's gonna call bullshit on that.
Hey, they can call whatever you want. What's the worst happen? You gotta pay a couple $100 in taxes if they catch you.
That's true. That's true.
All right, Kim, you had one more story that was originally supposed to be Nova Dashers, but he had to work tonight. He's got a W-2, if you guys didn't know. So he could not make it because his other supervisor called in, and they called him in early. So Kim's going to do a great job filling in for that.
So this one, to me, the story sounded very off. So let me kind of run down the story. So it's another TikToker. And the title is "These Trash Dashers Need to Stop." Restaurant server says DoorDash driver stole $600 of an order from them. So she works at a restaurant. They did a catering order from what I was gathering. And she claims that the dasher picked up the order, and this is the part that I don't understand, so maybe you guys can shed some light. And she, quote, the dasher marked that he didn't get the order, which I don't understand that. And then the company who did the order claimed that they never got the order, so the restaurant was out $600. And then to make it worse, she said that they gave them all of their garlic knots, and she's not going to have garlic knots now until the end of March.
Oh,
Until the end of March, that's a lot of not.
That's a. I was just thinking that too.
No?
I'm thinking, even if it's a pizzeria, don't they make garlic knots like fresh every day because it's just kind of pizza dough and garlic? So I didn't understand that.
It's like the chef has a recipe right here, and he's on vacation till the end of March. That's what she really meant.
I don't care. Anybody can make garlic knots, though.
I honestly,
I can
didn't
easily
quite
Google a
understand
video or
it.
YouTube a video on garlic knots and have that
like-
made in 2 hours from now.
I just didn't get the part where she said that the Dasher marked that he didn't get the order. I didn't understand that.
It's like I don't
get it
maybe
either.
she didn't know what it was called, but it basically probably canceled the order somehow or another, or he unassigned basically.
So he picked it up and then canceled it?
Or picked it up and unassigned. Did it one of those people that don't hit I've arrived, but then they don't hit I've picked up the order.
Oh, gotcha.
Or so that they've arrived and then act like he waited too long, unassigned.
Yeah.
Put it in his truck and went home.
What are you going to do with $600 worth of catering order?
Well, that's what she said.
Having
She
a
goes,
party.
"What is someone going to do with $600 worth of food? That's a lot of food."
That guy has probably more garlic knots than they want.
But
You
the
got some
whole
big
time-
garlic knots.
But this particular TikTok got 15,000 views, which I'm like, wow, that's a lot of views for.
See, I've always wondered on some of these TikToks, like they have to be doing it for the views. Like Tony says, it sounds like a lie.
It does.
A lot
Like
of
to me,
that
it just sounded like I'm like, this just doesn't. To me, as a driver, it didn't make sense reading it. So I'm like, I don't understand that. I mean, maybe the customer claimed that they didn't get their order, and that's where it's coming from, and they're putting blame on the DoorDash driver. I don't know. To me, it just didn't sound like a realistic
Well,
story.
not on that, but like I don't know if any of you guys have ever looked at the tablets that these places have in their restaurants. They can see every step of the delivery that we're on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it tells you drivers en route to the store, drivers arrived at the store, driver has picked up, and drivers en route to customer, delivery has been delivered.
Does it tell them, like, when I click, I've been waiting for this order too long 15 times? Does it tell them that?
No, I don't think it tells them that. I wish it did.
Clearly, because this shit ain't getting fixed.
But that does make sense because I know restaurants cannot rate the driver until the driver completely finishes the order and delivers the order.
Right. But yeah, I've actually looked at some of the tablets as I'm waiting, and then like there's a Chinese restaurant I pick up from, and I mean they just have it like right there on the counter facing the driver.
Really?
You check it here.
Yeah, like that's what I thought too. I was like,
They don't give your GPS location though, right?
I didn't see it on there. I didn't touch the tablet though.
Yeah.
Like it showed my name, and it showed that I would it showed my name, and then below that it said arrived at store.
Yeah, here you missed an opportunity to steal that tablet and frickin' figure the shit out on the back end, Gary.
But I love that they can see every step of the way, but sometimes you walk in like, oh, I just got the order.
Oh, I
You
hate that.
didn't.
Yeah.
Why when people tell me that, why are they always
They're
about
always
the ages
lying.
of 16 and 19?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because they'll say that, but like, oh, I just got the order, or the order's just now coming in. Like, I know that sound because your tablet would be like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
My guess is there's issues maybe from their system and from the tablet into their system.
Well,
I mean, I do believe sometimes there are some glitches. I mean, it is DoorDash for all.
Well,
But
like
they also have to check the
McDonald's,
tablet,
for
too.
example, they don't have tablets. McDonald's don't have tablets. It's all directly into their POS system.
Oh, mine
really?
actually does.
Yes.
Mine does.
Yours does?
Yeah.
Might be a franchise. All mine are completely integrated.
If
They
they're
actually
corporate.
touch something on the tablet and then it goes to their whatever systems and then the ticket shoots out. And it actually goes to their screen.
See, no, all mine are completely integrated.
Yeah.
Because when their system goes down, now whether they got one in the back office, I don't know.
I'll
But-
take a picture the next time I'm
yeah.
there and I'll show you.
Yeah, that's very strange because I know whenever I walk in, all mine are automatically on the screen. There's nothing to do.
No, the tablets
I've-
are literally right next to the screen and they
I've
have
seen-
to tap the
I've
tablet.
actually seen new orders come in on their screen that says DoorDash as I'm waiting, and nobody's ever touched the tablet. Not that I've seen. Like I said, there could be one in drive-through or back office maybe, but
Yeah. But just real quick, because it just popped into my head about like the last article, I find this actually really funny. One of the comments that I wrote, and it just like made my head shake. Someone says, "I'm new to DoorDash. I never pay attention to the payouts or the tips I'm getting. I guess I should start paying attention." I'm like, oh, for the love.
Oh,
What are they doing then?
I don't know, but I'm like, oh, for the love.
They're just hitting accept every time, like accept.
I never paid
Like,
attention.
yeah, never paid. Like, how do you not?
Maybe they want to be top dasher.
I mean, but they probably hopefully they had a goal. They're like, no, I'm just going to drive around and get what I get.
I don't know. It just made my head shake and go, oh, you poor child.
Kim's just wanting to type. I know you want to rage on them people, Kim. I know you do. Because I don't care who you are. You get on TikTok and you instantly become a rager.
It's like, oh, yeah.
That's funny you say that, Gary, because I find the TikTok commenting a lot nicer than any other platform. I mean, maybe it's the videos I'm watching, but
you might want to start looking at the articles, like the 2 articles that I have, because I'm like, oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're watching, because, like, for example, if I'm watching comedians, like my TikTok's a whole bunch of comedians, those are all nice comments.
Yeah.
If I go to Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, anything like that on TikTok,
yeah.
Oh, it's something else.
Yeah, there's a war of the comments on those type of videos.
Oh yeah, especially if it's no tip, no trip on the screen. Oh yeah, customers and drivers both.
Well, when you're in there, make sure you comment at Gig Economy Podcast and at Rideshare Rodeo when you're in there.
Oh no, I put at GaryZaps.com.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you have your own TikTok?
No. Well, I mean, I have a TikTok for Middleton Tech, yeah, but I don't do anything. I have 2 videos up right now, and it's both my commercial ones.
Come on, man.
Come on, we would have seen some Gary dancing, doing all the.
Yeah.
But I put up, like I go in there and I like all the people complaining about, low paying orders. I just tell them to go download Driver's Utility Helper.
Yeah.
Do you put a hashtag ad?
I used our link from you today in a comment on Facebook. It actually got a few comments on it. I was surprised. Usually people say I either already have the app or what's that app, and then I never hear from them again. So
what's funny is Josh, we all know Josh from the chat. I have him on Discord, and you know how Discord tells you that, when someone's playing a game or something, and his says playing AYCD Toolbox. So I messaged him. I was like, AYCD, all you can dance? I mean, what would you think it was?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What is it?
It's a bot.
Oh.
It's for his sneaker company.
Okay. He has a sneaker company?
Well, he flips sneakers.
I want to get into not flipping sneakers, but where do you find like cool, like retro sneakers? Like I'm such an old boomer. I mean, I'm not actually a boomer, but like my wife just got me some Reebok. Do you remember Reebok pumps back in the 90s?
Yeah. I remember those. Yeah.
So they brought them back, and my wife bought me a pair for Christmas. And like I'm like so into them. They're like the high tops.
Do they work just as well as they used to?
They don't. They made it more. It used to be it would pump around the ankle too. It only pumps up the tongue, so it's more of a novelty kind of thing. But it looks legit to the well, shit. I'll get it right now. They're right now.
So Gary, just like you don't know Air Supply, do you not know Reebok pumps?
Yeah, I know what they are. In the tabs. Well, yeah. Don't. Yeah, he's gonna blow them up. Remember that? You remember people? Yeah. Hey, remember if you do it like 1,000 times, you can jump higher.
Yeah, for sure. But no, ever since I got those, I'm like, I want to get some retro sneakers, but I don't know where to go from that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you can go to eBay, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I need like lessons in it.
Josh would be, well, I don't know. He finds some ugly shoes too.
Well, everyone loves, it might be ugly to you, but someone might like them.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
What'd you say, Kim?
Can you use Poshmark?
I don't even know what that is.
It's people who's like, it's like an online website that people sell like kind of like their vintage stuff, like and like designer stuff, and
Okay. Oh, Josh says eBay is legit. All right. Well, maybe I'll try that out. I mean, I'm not looking to buy, some original Jordans or anything, but some of those shoes I think are really cool. Those old school shoes.
I'm sorry, Gary, put up your wife's comment. He hasn't watched the Goonies. You've never watched the Goonies? What?
Gary, it's okay. Neither have I.
See, it's not uncommon.
Yes,
Right
it
now,
is.
right now, no, we're 50-50 right now.
See, I know the only thing I know about the Goonies is I know like 1 or 2 lines, and that's about it.
See?
Oh.
It's the best fucking movie.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm ashamed of you.
It's 50-50.
How are you 40 and have watched the Goonies? I'm just saying.
It is like a rite of passage.
TV, I
Right?
guess. Well, whenever I was a kid, though, I played outside. I didn't watch TV.
That's fair, but it was a movie. I mean, like, I saw it in the theaters. You know what I mean? It was like a classic.
Yeah. When did it come out?
God, I don't know. Probably 88.
No, it was earlier than that. I think it's
You
like
think?
83 or 82.
All right, here we go.
1985.
I
Okay.
was close.
I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that you would not have seen it in the movies,
Yeah. So by the time I would even think of watching it, I was already outside playing.
I mean, I was-
Power Rangers and
I wasn't old enough, so maybe I didn't see it in the theaters because I wasn't old. That would make me 9. There's no way I watched that movie at 9.
Yeah, the very first adult movie I saw in the theaters, and I'm probably going to age myself, is the original Footloose.
Oh wow!
I bet you that neither one of you watched it in the theaters, and you both watched it as teenagers on a VCR.
No, I watched it as a kid. I didn't watch it in the movies, but I watched it as a kid.
A teenager, I think.
No.
You think you was that small watching it?
Yeah.
Because okay, first off, Donna, she didn't watch it in theaters. We're the exact same age. She didn't watch it in theaters either. She watched it on a cassette tape. Yeah, VHS cassette tape. Yeah.
You should watch it though. I think it really stands the test of time too. Like the Back to the Future movies too. I think those stand the test. Like my son has watched them, my 12-year-old, and he's like, "This is legit." Like he loves it. So I don't know.
All right, so I got a question for everybody in the chat and you guys on the panel. Steve has a question. He is hauling something from Denver to Vegas. It is 119 pounds. There's 20,000 of them.
Oh.
What do you think it is?
So it's they're nuts. They're like nuts for a bolt.
I was going to say nuts or bolts.
Mm-hmm.
so let's say it's something like I don't know why I was thinking like marbles or some type of something small.
I feel like marbles would be heavier, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
119
Oh,
pounds
you
is
don't
not
think
much.
nuts would be though?
No, wait, those are
Not
119 pounds?
I think you have to. I mean, I don't know. I think they're nuts. Do you know what the answer is?
Zip
I
ties.
do. I'm just waiting for the chat to go ahead and catch up.
Yeah, catch up.
Yeah.
Rivets.
Yeah, but
screws.
he wanted everybody to guess. So we got rivets, roofing screws, drywall
Anybody
nails.
times?
I don't know. Like, I'll give you clues. A lot of old people like this.
Butterscotch.
Candy.
Wafers.
I don't think it'd make the
Caramels?
Vegas because
Werther's.
Steve's old.
Peppermints. Old people like them.
Yeah.
All right, we should play 20 questions.
Yes.
All right, you guys want to know?
I need another hint. Don't spoil it yet.
Yeah, can you hint? Besides old people like these?
That's a great hint, by the way. That's a great hint.
Josh, I saw your message. I'll email you.
Yeah, not without giving it away. I mean, old
Oh,
people
come
like it.
on.
You're not good at this game.
I'm not. It's
Be creative.
Color, silver, white, gray.
Yeah, colors.
oh, okay. Brass.
Wait. Oh,
Brass?
brass?
Tax. Brass.
Now,
Thumbtacks?
I don't know if that's the actual color of them, but that's what I picture whenever I'm thinking about them.
Thumbtacks?
Why would old people use?
But the old people don't like thumbtacks. I feel like they'd be like, "This is hurting my thumbs."
I was thinking of brass.
Well, I was going to ask, can you eat it? So that must be out.
You cannot eat it.
Well, you could probably try. It's probably going to be very painful.
Do
Do
you use it to hang something?
No.
Okay, the tacks are out.
Is it industrial?
No.
Ooh, that's a good question, Kim.
Does it belong on a wall?
No.
Ooh, he thought about that one a little.
Does it belong in a wall?
No.
Do you typically put it in your house or the garage?
Yes.
No. Oh, no, you're right. All right. You put it in your house?
Yes.
Okay.
In your house.
And it's got to be super light. Is it a coaster?
No.
No. Why would it be a brass coaster?
Oh, is it the bottom part of the light bulb?
No.
No, but he said old people use it. Why would they have the bottom part of the light bulb?
Oh, no. Good point. Very good point.
Rather their own light bulb. This is fun. I love this game. I'm having fun.
Doorknobs?
Yes, Kim.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
He
You
says,
got it.
I'm sorry, I misread it. It's $20,000 of antique doorknobs, weight 119 pounds.
Oh, $20,000. Yeah, because even the doorknobs would be heavy. But oh, Kim, good. Good.
Yes, $20,000 of antique doorknobs weighing 119 pounds.
So they're probably not brand new, right? They're like,
well, they're antique, really?
Yeah.
Are they new?
Brand new
Did they manufacture them this year?
I'm gonna kick your ass the next time I ever see you. Oh, that's fun. I want to play that on another game.
Yeah, you should play it on your show.
That was fun. I was really getting into it.
I like playing games.
I love 20 questions. It can be infuriating, but it's fun to play. So,
all right. Before we get out of here, Kim, what do you got going on this week?
What do I have going on this week? Good question. I'm like, besides videos, community posts, my live on Tuesday nights, everybody can come see me there. That's really it. I've just been giving a lot more informational content lately. Anything that helps other drivers and any tidbits that I get while I'm working or that I see. So I'm actually kind of excited about some of the stuff I've been putting out.
cool.
Yeah, you've been doing some stuff for RSG as well, right?
I have been, yes.
Yes. So now the stuff that you put on your channel, and does it also go on RSG, or are they different for each one?
No, two separate things. And this is news. I just shared a community post. I'm a top dasher for another month. So
I saw that. Those are awesome stats, by the way.
Thank you.
How did you get that? Did you take every? Huh?
Yeah.
She cheated.
I did not cheat. I don't cheat. Unfortunately, the only way to raise an acceptance rate is to take every order.
Did you do it for just to do it, or like, I'm just curious?
So I was top dasher for September, October, and November, and I got on the large order program at the same time. So I wasn't top dasher in December because I wanted to see the difference between the two programs. But December was so good that you really couldn't tell because it was December. And then January hit, I wasn't top dasher, but January was so slow that you couldn't tell. So I figured, let's do it again in, this coming month just to see, because usually March starts to pick back up just to see if I can tell the difference between, LOP and top dasher.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
All right, John, what do you got going on this week?
Man, Walmart Spark. I had this video planned about acceptance rate. It turned from one thing into about 3 different things. So it's a lot of interesting things. Some things facts, some things my opinions. But I think it educates everybody in the end. So that's what I'm going for about Walmart Spark acceptance rate. So that's probably my next 2, probably next 3 videos on that topic. And also trying to learn I'll say do my own experiments with Walmart acceptance rate with Spark coming in the near future.
Okay.
Very cool.
And Jason, tell us about your channel and what you got going on.
Yeah, we used to do it every other Wednesday, but now we are podcasting or live streaming every Wednesday. Twice a month is just a news show, and the other two is interviewing a gig creator, which last week we had Hannibal is Hungry on, and then
That's awesome.
yeah, and then we just had a regular show Wednesday, and then next week we have just a local driver from Tennessee, a gig worker, and we interview them and just getting their perspective of in different markets. We try to get people in different markets because like Grand Rapids is different from Nashville, what's different from where you all are, you know what I mean? And it's kind of interesting to hear the things that go on there. So those are just usually a 30-minute show, just kind of doing that. So yeah, check it out. Gig Economy podcast everywhere.
So your Wednesdays are now a 30-minute show?
No, the gig interview, the gig worker or the gig creator are 30 minutes, and the other ones are an hour, just like they were before. So it's every other.
So the every other ones are still an hour.
Correct.
And then every week is 30.
Well, I mean, technically they're 30.
Okay.
They're always 30. When we do the interviews, they're 30. When it's just gig economy news, they're 60. Why do you make it so complicated?
You did.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to add more value to people, but not like we don't talk about advertising. We don't we just get into it. We have fun and we get out. You know what I mean? So I don't want to spend an extra 2 hours a month podcasting. I got enough shit going on.
All right. Anybody got anything to say before we get out of here? Wrap this up.
No, I think you did a good job running the show, Gary.
Good job, Gary.
I think Steven should let you run it, and he can just be a participant and enjoy the time. But
no,
we should all take turns running it.
Yeah, we can do that.
No.
Cam, you got it next week.
I think you're better host than I.
Yeah. Don't forget, everybody. Tomorrow night we have Driver Nation right here. Was it 7 Eastern?
Yep, 7 to 9.
Yeah, 7 to 9 Eastern. It'll be me, Tom, Rideshare Lisa, and I am trying to get Josh B to join us as well. So don't forget to check that out. And I don't know what else Steve's got going on, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and everybody tap that thumbs up on your way out. Have a great night.
Good night, guys.